Well,
couldn't handle
on each leg. It's like
how much this guy looks like a dwarf hunter.
filmmaker, I think.
Cool and all, but I just can't get my mind off of how much this guy looks like a dwarf hunter from World of Warcraft.
Please bless us with that bounty, King.
By fighting Joe Rogan. Like, that's going...
bro, that's it. That's it, bro. Shit. Let's watch the DDG
So
beef
as of
already.
right now, there's a beef going on within the streaming community that everyone has been watching unfold. And this started off as a lighthearted beef that could have been settled with a simple arm wrestle or even a 1v1 game of Fortnite.
We can arm wrestle. How about that? Let's arm wrestle about that. We can thumb wrestle. What you want to do, bro? Matter of fact, I got a better idea. We can 1v1 in Fortnite. Your best blade versus my best blade. And that's going to solve the beef right then and there.
But now, things have taken an unfortunate turn for the worse, and it seems like this beef is going to turn physical.
And I can't wait to see you, bro. I can't wait. Because you think this shit is a game. Like, just how I'll box a 25-year-old nigga, I'll box you too, bro.
But how did this beef get this far, and how is it only getting worse? Well, that's probably what you're here to find out. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join the Trap House with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now, with all of that being said, let's get into how this DDG and Lil Rodney some beef just got serious. Okay, so recently I posted a video calling Reggie, aka Lil Rodney's son, Twitch's newest crash out, and in that video I basically go over how the beef between Reggie, DDG, and everyone else basically started. So if you want the full backstory and lore, I suggest you go watch that video first. This video is just simply about the responses and everything that's been recently stated between the two parties involved. So let's go ahead and get into it. So as we should all know by now, all of this drama originally started because of a girl that Reggie attended Funny Mike's prom with. She would end up posting some type of Cash App flip scam to her story, which led to Reggie breaking up with her. And that's basically what started all of this, but it seems like Reggie may have ducked a bullet, because once DDG would respond to everything that Reggie said, he would state that he now plans to do a stream with this girl, promising to blow her up and even take her on a shopping spree as well.
Raya, you need to unblock me. Because what I'm going to do for you is what Reggie ain't going to never do for you, okay? I'm going to put you in position to win. Because I don't like how you be hating on girls, bro. Like, why you hating on her? Because
I get it, bro. This nigga always... Money doesn't always, like, solve shit, bro. Like, you can't... Money ain't gonna unlame a nigga, bro.
What's up, Kyrie? This ain't nothing. But, right, listen.
It's always money with this nigga, bro.
Okay?
Money, boxing, like, bro, same shit.
Right, okay? I'm going to do a stream with you. We're going to stream together. I'm going to give you my ingest, and I'm going to raid you afterwards, and I'm going to take you shopping. I just want to show you how real you're supposed to treat a girl. This is not flirtatious whatsoever. I just want to do something nice, plain and simple. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. That's on you.
And unfortunately for Reggie, it does seem like all of this is going to happen, because she was even in DDG's chat during the stream, and let's just say she was overly going. She even took it as far as to jump on live and say that she'll never turn down a bag.
And finally addressing the elephant in the room that y'all keep commenting on. DDG is not blocked. Okay? He offered me the shopping spree. He offered me the stream. I never want to pass up a bag.
You the same one that did the Cash App scam. Of course you're not gonna pass up a bag, bro. Of course not. Whoever once thought that you would have said no to the DDG. I never even thought you blocked the nigga, bro. If you did block him, it was on accident. It was probably Reggie on your phone.
Now, I'll be honest, nobody on the internet even needed to hear her say that, because it's obviously true that she will in fact do anything for a bag.
Exactly,
because, as I
bro.
said, her promoting Cash App scams is literally how all of this started anyway.
Bro, here's my thing, and here's my take on the whole beef. I think everybody's wrong. I think everybody's wrong. And the only person that was right was Reggie for 2 seconds. I think everybody's wrong, and Reggie was only right for 2 seconds, but he fucked it up. Because he was right to dump the bitch for the scam and shit. Because I'll tell you what, bro. I'll tell you what. That's just crazy, my nigga. It's just a fact of the matter. You build a community. You build the community based on trust. Niggas that look up to you or whatever. You tell them something, they gonna listen to you. So now you bring someone else in this community. That's essentially you giving them the what the fuck is that shit called? The cosign. You bring someone into your community, you cosign them, and they proceed to scam. Like, although it's not necessarily your fault, indirectly you're gonna feel guilt and feel like it is your fault because it was preventable. Although you didn't know the person, you thought you knew the person and you were mistaken. My nigga, still, I would feel guilt. I like same way Peter Parker felt guilt because he let that nigga go and his uncle died. There is no way he could have known that his uncle was gonna die off that. But at the same time, he still felt the guilt, no? And that's what Reggie was feeling, bro. You scammed his friends, you killed his uncle. Whole time, feel me? He didn't think that he was doing nothing wrong, which he wasn't. It shouldn't have got to that point. She was wrong for scamming them niggas. And he was right for ending shit with her and essentially blackballing her for that scamming shit. And the fact that people gave him pushback was insane to me, bro. And then here's where DDG came in where he was wrong. Nigga popped in saying, oh, leave the girl alone. All she did was scam. Your fans should have knew better. What? Matt, let's talk about it logically. Reggie was streaming Twitch. Reggie blew up after Kai Cenat put him on. Reggie already had some fans. He already had viral videos. But in terms of Twitch fans, he blew up from the Kai Cenat put on. Okay? Correct? Correct. Kai Cenat is known for having young, impressionable fans. So if fans came from Kai to Reggie, that means Reggie has young, impressionable fans. Though Reggie smokes on stream, though he does late night streams, I truly believe all the people that watch him are not above the age of 18. I believe all the people that watch him do not have a high school level IQ, even if they may be in high school. And I feel like as a content creator, this is common sense, no? I feel like as a content creator, you're able to gauge the age range of certain creators' fans. And I do believe Reggie has a slightly higher age range than Kai on average. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to pretend like there aren't thousands of young, impressionable fans in his chat. I'm not going to pretend like his fans there's not young fans out there. Because, come on. The numbers that he has, it makes no sense to even guess everybody's above the age of 18. Okay? Boom. Move next thing. The notion of they should have known better. That's what DDG's argument was. They should have known better to not fall for the scam. Like I just said, I'm not going to reiterate the whole point of trust and whatever. But at the same time, it's called a scam for a reason, my nigga. It's called a scam for a reason. Somebody will fall for it. Why do you think the Indian scam companies, they make bank millions of dollars a year, bro? Excuse me. That bullshit they call you on the phone with, the telemarketer shit. Of course you're not falling for that genjutsu, but somebody's old ass grandma is all the time, bro. Although you think, and that's DDG's problem, because he's a valedictorian, he has a logical way of thinking, and I suffer from this too, but I have a slight bit of awareness of it, so I think I have it under control. But he needs to understand not everybody thinks like him. He has a logical way of thinking. Not everybody thinks logically. Some niggas is down on their last motherfucking dollar, my nigga. Bro. Cash App say, yo, send me 50. I'm gonna send you back 1,000. Some niggas only have 50 and rent is due tomorrow. Some niggas only have 50 and rent is due tomorrow. They have no way of getting that money. They need something. No one to help them. They will be on the street. But the Cash App scan said, send me 50, I'll give you 1,000. They're gonna send it, bro. In an emotional state where you don't think logically, They're praying to God for someone to help them, something to come help them. And this scam is just the devil in disguise. Presents itself in front of them. And they lose every dime they have simply because they were betting on that scam. If the bitch was sorry, why didn't she give the niggas money back, bro? If you was truly sorry, give the niggas the money back. He said forgive her, just let her move on. It was a mistake. Okay. If it's true, return the money to everybody who got scammed. It's next to impossible to even figure out who got scammed from what. But if you're able to figure it out, return all the money. Or if you can't figure out who deserves the money, all the money you made, give it to charity. Don't keep it. She kept the money. If you was truly sorry, you wouldn't keep the money. That's blood money. You're not sorry. If I killed a man for $1 billion and I feel sorry, but you see me spending millions a day, how sorry am I? Sorry enough that I wouldn't do it again, but still live off the spoils? No, I'm not sorry. Because when my billion runs out, I'm going to do it again for another billion. So that's why I feel like Reggie was right about cutting her off. DDG was wrong for defending her. Now, Reggie's next point was misinterpreted. I think he said it the wrong way. I think it's a case of people don't hear when the message is given the wrong way, you know? Like, it was delivered incorrectly, in my opinion. What I got from it was, he's saying, yo, listen, mind your business when it comes to females. Because DDG has his own situation with Holly. And as streamer you, he's saying nobody brought it up. Although, like I said, it came off wrong. It came off weird. Niggas misheard what he was saying. But he was saying, essentially, as streamer you, nobody brought up your girl and your situation. Now I have a girl and I have a situation, and I would like the same respect that you were shown. If he said it such like that, I think this whole thing would have not gone to where it is. But then he proceeds to say things like, DDG's music's trash. No one's putting on that new DDG. Everybody who has a sense of DDG knows that is his motherfucking trigger, bro. Doodoo garbage and music is literally his trigger. He has made it clear on the internet space. Please refrain from, like, unnecessarily disrespecting my music. Having an opinion on it is one thing, but disrespecting it is crazy. Because there's clips of Reggie literally hype about listening to his music, saying, oh my gosh, I can't, new DDG drop? Let me hear that. DDG drop? You got caught glazing, my nigga. You only switching up because now it's like a little bit of beef. Now it's beef. Like, now you took it too far, bro. And the problem with DDG is that he heard the buzzwords. He heard Holly. He heard his music. He heard doodoo garbage. I don't know if Reggie said doodoo garbage, but you know. That's all he had to hear. And now he has a problem. Now he's mad. Now it's, I make more money than you. Now it's, because in reality, you can't hate on DDG's streams anymore. And then he tried to bring Max into it. He threw Max in the mix. Max is averaging 4 million 4 million monthly streams right now. DDG's averaging over 3 million monthly streamers right now. Reggie's at 100K maybe. Reggie has one song. He has like I don't know any song. He made a few freestyles or songs on stream. Could he have more potential than DDG? Who knows? If you give him a year time in the studio, could he make a better song than DDG? Who knows? But that's the thing. You can't tell me who knows, because nobody knows. DDG already did it, my nigga. He made the hit song. He has the monthly listeners. Unfortunately, you cannot take it away. Numbers speak, bro. Bigger number, bigger person, bro. Bigger number, better person. Unfortunately, that's what it is. You can't say no one's saying turn on that new DDG when he has 3 million monthly listeners. When he had pink dreads go viral on TikTok. When he had everybody dancing to his shit. When he still has people dancing to his shit. You can't say no one said that when people are doing it. There's proof against him, my nigga. And that's where he lost it, bro. If Reggie just stayed calm, bro, he would have been good, but you lost it. Now you dragging it. Now you attacking a nigga's character, bro. If you had a problem with how he was coming, then say that. Don't attack a nigga character, bro. My fault. I'm yapping.
Enough about her. Things didn't end there between Reggie and DDG at all. In fact, it only got much worse. DDG stated that the only reason he had spared Reggie was because of Kai and other mutual friends that they had both had. But now apparently things have began going too far, and DDG would state that he's now beefing with Reggie forever. And he even mentioned how things could get serious for Reggie if they ever see each other in real life.
And then that's another thing. I seen people push the notion that Reggie lost this beef simply because the Clover boys aren't speaking up with his beef. If you ask me, I think them niggas is just minding their business. That's one thing. I think they're just minding their business. But at the same time, it's like I said, Reggie is right in his own right. It's just that he's going about it wrong. And DDG, right in his own right, but he's going about it wrong. Because now his character's being attacked. He was wrong originally, but now he's kind of in the right because now Reggie's attacking his character. But it's like niggas just doing wrong, bro. So if I was one of the Clover niggas, I personally would not get involved. Personally, I would not get involved, bro. Because I think both parties are just wrong.
Like, I've been letting you slide because I fuck with everybody you fuck with. We got mutual homies. You putting Kai in a weird ass position where, like, I don't get what niggas be thinking. And Reggie, this is what you putting yourself. You putting yourself on house arrest because you're not gonna leave a crib, bro. I seen you once. That was Streamer University, brother. But now you playing with niggas, bro, that'll really try you in real life. Like, you putting yourself in a position where you gotta feel uncomfortable outside. You feel me?
No, he don't. Okay, see, now you lost me, DDG. That is not putting fear in nobody's heart. Absolutely not. DDG is not pulling up on someone to attack them, bro. You're not dumb, my nigga. You're valedictorian. I know you're smarter than that. Reggie got nothing to be afraid of. He can walk freely because you won't touch him until he touches you. What you're doing is baiting him into saying, oh, I'll do this to you. I'll do that to you. So then you have reason to be on guard. That's what's happening.
You're not like that, buddy. From the bottom of my heart, you're not going to hear the end of this. Forever. You're never going to hear the end of this. And everybody that reads documents know what I'm doing right now. You're not going to hear the end of this. Okay?
Like, it's not that serious, bro.
Your own grave, made your own bed. Okay? I'm on you for life.
Now, after he said that, it was clear that this was no longer something that he wanted to settle lightly. And this even led to DDG calling Reggie out to a boxing match, which he wants to take place on Aiden Ross's brand risk boxing card, stating that he'll even take the least amount of money out of any fighter.
Impossible. The height difference, the size difference, it can't happen.
Not even a little tiny bit. You
like I said, DDG knows it can't happen. That's why he's threatening it.
Gotta be 110, bro. I called 8, man, I almost called 8, and I'm like, bro, give me Reggie. Please give me Reggie. Do y'all know what I do to Reggie in a damn ring, bro? Y'all tell Aiden.
Shorter, lighter.
I want Reggie. Next
There's nothing Reggie can do. Reggie's not Tank.
Give me the lowest.
Reggie's not going to turn into Tank overnight, bro.
I just want to punch on him. That's all I want. Y'all tell Aiden, all I want is my ones. I'm tired of these talking on the internet and not giving me my ones. I would drop weight.
Now, unfortunately, while I'm sure we'd all love to see this fight happen, it's looking like DDG isn't going to get the opportunity to box Reggie. But according to Reggie, he does have a big cousin that's willing to get in the ring on his behalf.
Then he calls Aiden Ross and says, let's set up a boxing match. What the Why would I not go get my best fighter? I'm playing my cards right, bro. I'm going to go get my best fighter. and then we can go from there, bro. I'm not.
He's right, nigga. He gonna get cooked in that fucking ring. And it's nothing against Reggie, bro. It's just like he's not built for that, bro. And he knows that. But then again, if you're not built for that, bro, you gotta watch what you say. It's like you gotta know your body before you act out of it. That's the thing on top of that. Which I can understand from DDG's perspective. Like, you can't be a little man talking shit. You know? We can't do that.
And I'm on a generational run right now. Me
No, you're
losing
not.
a boxing match, it's not a good look right now. It's a lot of big watching. You feel what I'm saying? We all got that cousin who know how to box and shit like that. I got a cousin or two that are boxing.
They're not even his cousin. He's
Sometimes
just
you
gonna
gotta
find
go get your
someone.
big cousin. I'm gonna go get my.
They're
big
not
cousin.
even his cousin. They just
I
gonna
ain't
find
tripping. I'm
someone.
gonna go get my big cousin. You ain't got your brother. I'm gonna go get my big cousin. I don't give a.
Now, I'm gonna be honest, this was a very smart move by Reggie. Maybe
It was.
not in the eyes of the internet, but you also gotta look at it from his point of view as well. Like, Reggie is super short if you guys don't know.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
literally shorter than Casanat. And not to mention, if you're unfamiliar, DDG also has prior boxing experience. Dating
Exactly,
all the way
bro.
back to when he was 9 years old with an alleged 7-0 boxing record. He even had an actual boxing match just a few years ago against some TikToker as well, which he ended up winning the decision.
I started boxing when I was 9. I only boxed for like 4 years. But
Yeah, why did
I still got the fundamentals of skills though. You know what I mean? Listen, so I was really like going crazy in boxing, right? And I was 9 years old or whatever. I was
Bro, I don't care about niggas
Definitely,
lying.
but that didn't just say that dodging the.
is out everything, bro. I'm talking about at 13.
So it's definitely safe to say that dodging the boxing match was probably
Is this
the
nigga
best
got
possible
grays?
option for
You
Reggie,
stressing out doing this
but
YouTube
that
thing,
didn't
man?
stop him from doubling down and continuing to talk trash about DDG and his music career.
Honestly, bro, like that ass. I still think that DDG music is ass.
Come
Like
on,
I'm never,
bro.
I'm never not gonna.
Come
I'm never not
on,
gonna
bro.
be real, gang. I never heard a nigga.
And it's
randomly
like so
playing DDG
weird.
in the
Every
car.
time someone has
Pink
a
Dreads
problem
is probably
with
the
him.
only exception, bro. All that other shit is garbage. Like we're never like nobody out there is ever taking.
Every
it serious as
time
artists.
someone doesn't have,
Honestly,
it's like you have
this
a problem with
response
him. Why you gotta
was
say
kinda
something like that,
lackluster,
bro?
As people really expected him to like say more and try to like troll this thing out, things like that. But instead, it seemed like Reggie was more focused on having a guest rapper on his stream who went by the name of YFG Fatso. He's an upcoming Chicago rapper who took it upon himself to not only diss Reggie in a freestyle on his own stream, but he also would take the time to call out both DDG and Dub on Reggie's behalf. And speaking of Dub, he also got involved in this beef recently.
Of course he
after
did.
Reggie made a claim stating
Of course
that
he
he would
did.
be broke if it wasn't for DDG and Woo Wop, which didn't really make much sense to me because Woo Wop is literally Dub's son, who he chose to put on the internet and on camera at a very young age. So any success that Woo Wop does have should really be accredited directly to Dub. But anyways, Dub did end up replying to claims that Reggie has made on stream recently as well.
I know I wouldn't be nowhere without my brother. But you just said, where would I be without my son? I put my son on. I put my son on.
That's fair.
And then you said broke. Bro, everybody in your family is broke. Everybody in my family is rich. Every single person.
That's fair.
Everybody in your family is broke.
That's fair.
So you are on right now, Lil Reg, and every single person in your family.
And that's my thing, bro. That's my thing. You can't never hate on DDG for putting on his whole family, bro. You can say hand out this, hand out that, nigga. At a certain point, he just handed the niggas a platform, bro. You can't just give a nigga a platform and that makes them money, bro. You give them the platform, they gotta make that money, bro. That's like someone giving you a job, bro. That doesn't mean you make money, nigga. You still gotta do the job.
Every single person. So you can't say that. Put your family on.
Now, a day had passed after this, and DDG responded, Dub responded, and Reggie had his lackluster response. And after that, it seemed like maybe this beef wasn't going to go too much further.
Oh,
like,
shit,
it
okay.
didn't seem like it was really getting anywhere. In fact, earlier today, Reggie even went into DDG's stream and gifted him some subs, which is actually a strategic beef tactic that DDG went over in his Streamer University class, Internet Beefing 101.
Say you beefing with somebody on Twitch. Go to their chat and gift them subs. Give subs to their fan base. Their fans will be like, what the? But they also gonna be saying www. You gain fans that way. The more you beef, the more you give back.
Shout out, girl, he petite with 100 gifted. Let's go. That nigga gifted me 100.
Like I said, bro.
I
In
spent
the streets, bro, a nigga be
700.
beefing with a directly 1v1. I mean, now we back.
I
cool
might
now.
send your little bitch ass 100 back.
Like, that's why I don't really hop in shit, you feel me? But at the end of the day, shit
The
ain't
beef
nowhere
should end
deep
right
to where
there,
it's like
bro.
gifts and
I
all
might
that,
send
like,
your ass some. I might send your little ass
some
100
shit
back.
like
Now, while it
The
was
beef should
looking
end
like
right
things were
there.
about to clear up between the two, they were gifted subs to each other, exchanging words, trolling each other in like a joking matter. All of that would end up getting shut down just a little earlier in the day. Really, it was a few hours ago, because once Reggie sparked his stream, he would talk about some things that DDG specifically warned him about. You see, we all know DDG has been going through legal battles recently with his ex-girlfriend.
Come on,
that has prevented him
bruh.
from being able to see his son as well. So of course, this was all still a very sensitive thing for DDG, but he did say that he expected Reggie to take low blows and take that angle in his approach, which led to him issuing a warning stating that if he brought up any of this, things would get a lot more serious and have to be handled off of the internet.
About my legal situations or what I got going on with my baby or whatever. And that's as expected. I'm ready for that. But I'm telling you, what's going to come behind that ain't going to be internet.
Now, while Reggie didn't initially
Please,
touch on this
bro.
situation in his original response,
Please
today
tell
some
me,
pictures
bro.
have went viral on like the shade room of Halle Bailey seemingly moving on with a new man, and Reggie decided to use this to his advantage because he ended up reposting it to his story saying goals, and when he later sparked his stream, he would in fact bring up DDG's legal situation and even his son as well.
Then keep talking about how I don't have a dad. Where your son at? Where
That's why one arm bigger than the other, nigga. Stop beating your shit.
your son, nigga? Where your son,
not
nigga?
funny, bro.
Where your son at, nigga? Focus on the shit that you got going on.
That shit
Dead
not
ass.
funny, bro.
Everybody got their own.
But I mean, okay. Honestly though, like, unbiased sees aside, a nigga says, "Where your dad at?" I feel like asking where your son at is a good question. Biases aside, like, feel me, like, just like from an outright perspective, imagine these are just two hood niggas, bro. No internet shit. Where your son at is a good question, is a good response to where your dad at. But it's not like DDG's a deadbeat dad. But like in Reggie's defense, he didn't choose not to have a dad the same way DDG didn't choose not to have his son.
No problems, gang.
So it's,
You worry about the
you know
wrong
what?
shit.
DDG can't pick and choose what's sensitive and what's not, bro. Because you talking about niggas' dads and shit. You don't even know if that's sensitive for him, bro.
Definitely be worried about the wrong shit.
In his defense, though, Reggie do be making OD where your dad at jokes. So actually, I lied. Never mind. I rescind that. You make Reggie. Never mind. I rescind that point. I just realized you make too much where your dad at jokes for you to be hurt by niggas talking about your dad. You cannot make the jokes about niggas' dads not being in their lives, and then when a nigga make a joke about your dad not being in their life, you get upset. Actually, Reggie, you're wrong, my nigga. I changed my mind.
Y'all niggas just focus on the shit that y'all got going on, gang. Keep saying do it for Craig. No, nigga. Do it for Halo. Wait. Maybe this guy. This nigga.
Come on,
Nah.
bro. Come on.
You
That's
worried
literally
about
fake
me, gang. I ain't
paparazzi,
gonna lie, bro. You gotta live with this shit for the rest of your life.
No, he don't.
Like, you gotta live with this for the
Bro,
rest of your
come
life,
on,
my
bro.
nigga.
I don't
This
even want
shit
to watch this shit. I don't even want to.
That's why I'm scared to have a baby. Yo, about me, gang.
I don't
You
wanna
live
hear
with
this, bro.
really with another.
So with that being a
don't
touchy
even wanna hear it,
subject
bro.
that DDG already issued a warning about, things are definitely about to get a whole lot worse between the two. Honestly, I think this whole beef
everything was
already
fine.
went way too far. I mean, fans have began doxing Reggie, even finding old pictures of him and his dad, which ended up being a big thing because he does make a lot of dad jokes and claim that he didn't have a father. But after these pictures spread across the internet, Reggie will reveal on stream that his father had unfortunately passed away recently due to a stroke.
You disrespect your daddy all day, bro. You literally sit online and disrespect your daddy all day. MLT, bro. Drop the link to this nigga.
Boom. I'm finna put y'all on game, bro. Alright. Every that's alive has a dad. Every nigga that's alive has a dad. Okay, understand this. while I was at Stream University, my dad passed away. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna keep the jokes going just because I was also making the jokes while he was alive. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a real game. My dad was not there for me. Like, he tried, you feel what I'm saying? He did what he could, bro, but like my dad was not there for me. My nigga had a stroke, you feel what I'm saying? My dad died, bro. It is what it is, gang. Like,
now, as I said, this entire thing is just going way too far now. Usually when
that just put into new perspective. So the topic was sensitive for Reggie since his dad passed. That's why it's like that. But DDG didn't know that. So Reggie can't necessarily blow up on DDG because of that. But I understand why he blew up. I feel like they both hit a sensitive topic and they can just call it quits. Like, it's even. It's low-key just even.
Expands between the people that's directly involved. Things usually start.
Kai gotta get involved. That's what's gonna happen. Kai gotta get involved. He gonna call a therapist and they're gonna make it into a video where they both like have a little debate and they all fucking kissing whatever.
Getting completely out of hand. Like, I've even seen a few viral tweets from people within Reggie's home city of Baltimore sending threats towards DDG and his family. As of right now, DDG hasn't responded to the new things Reggie recently said about him and his.
That's what I was also about to add on, bro. The difference between DDG and Reggie. Like, I get it, DDG, Pontiac, whatever, bro. But every time DDG in beef, I never heard a Pontiac nigga stand up and say, if anyone touch DDG, you not safe. I'm just going to say that, bro. They say Bloodhound Dub. I never heard a nigga from Pontiac ever stand up for DDG to my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong. But as of recent beefs, I've never seen a nigga from Pontiac stand up and say, if anyone touch DDG, you not safe around here. Never seen that, bro. But Reggie, my nigga, that nigga straight Baltimorean, bro. You got to understand the difference between an internet celeb and a hood celeb, bro. Reggie was a hood celebrity before Kai put him on. Everybody in the hood was tapped in, bro. And they still tapped in. You can say he didn't put niggas on. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Them niggas aren't mad. They could feel like a little jealous, but them niggas aren't mad Reggie hasn't put them on per se. They just happy someone made it from the hood. He's a hood celebrity, bro. You can't do like that, bro. You can't move like that. DDG, you making yourself unsafe by doing this shit, bro. That's what I'm saying. Everybody got to dead it. Nobody's going to win from this. Reggie's going to lose the internet. DDG may lose in a real... Bro, someone's going to get hurt. Dead ass.
His whole legal situation that he already issued.
Because now you're going to get banned from Baltimore, nigga.
Really reacted to the repost which happened while he was live on stream. So yeah, as I said, I'm sure everything's just going to get worse for everyone who's involved. It's really the entire internet versus Reggie.
Bro,
as I said in my last video, it's a 20v1, but he's the one who put himself in this entire situation. So now he has to deal with the unfortunate consequences.
Whoa.
But that's just my opinion.
Damn, you posted this before Dog showed Reggie's deadbeat dad. Bad timing, good vibe. Good video. Terrible timing. I didn't think he was going to go that hard. DDG posted Reggie's dead dad. DDG is a simp and will always chase some girl. Reggie's in the right. DDG think he can talk about people and crap. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, he started right, but it's like now it's wrong. DDG low-key trying to be a fake bully. He talk all the shit in the world, and when someone reciprocate, he play victim. Yeah, that's I'm saying, bro. And he know he got zero experience in weight law and way less, plus our shorter. It's like you make threats that you know you can't follow through with, my nigga. Like, I get it, bro. But it's like little niggas shouldn't be talking out of their body. I get that. I get that notion. Little niggas shouldn't be talking out of their body. But then at the same time, you can't talk to people certain ways, my nigga. Like, you don't want nobody in your business with your, like, female endeavors in your family. Why are you in his female endeavors? A person that's not like telling someone else he needed to try and box old dude on the boat that got his baby. No. DDG even called Reggie Little. He a professional boxer. You trying to bully him and resort to fighting because you... Yeah, bro, like... That's how it is all the time. All the time, bro. It's the same way. Reggie Wright, DDG not stopping nobody by closed door playing songs. Okay, don't know lame machine than DDG. There you go. And my boy finally hit 16K. Hey, good for you, man. Beef was more pointless than Bruce versus Dio. The thing is, DDG thinks he won that beef. Bruce just decided to turn his life around. DDG like thinks that he ran Bruce off the internet. Bruce just decided he's done with the hate, bro. I saw that nigga got baptized the other day, bro. If you ask me, it sounds like he got enough of the hate, bro. Like, his community used to be a loving community, but I think after his girl broke with him, I don't know, he started leaning more into the hate. And it's like, you know.